Hello, welcome to all my beautiful, vibrant souls who are Taurus suns, have big Taurus placements, or are cross watchers for Tauruses. This is going to be looking at your month ahead, which will be the month of March 2024. And I'm specifically looking at how the energies of luck, abundance, hang on, let me just adjust the camera a little bit. Luck, abundance, or expansion are going to be supporting you this month. So with that, let's get started. I had recorded for you guys an entire like 3/4 of your reading, and I got cut off, and I thought about whether or not I should, because it was like I was most of the way through it. I thought about whether or not I should just keep it, and I decided not to. So there might be something where you've invested a lot and you've really been contemplating whether or not to cut and run. It might actually be more advantageous to start something fresh, especially if you are prone to falling prey to the sunken cost fallacy, right? You're Tauruses. You don't give up easy. So I am kind of picking that up, especially if it is with somebody, because there's a very heavy theme in that reading of letting go of someone, especially if it is with somebody that you have invested a lot with, you have had hopes with. There's a very prominent feminine energy coming through in that one, particularly like a mother energy. So that might be something that is, maybe you guys have already decided to let go of that person, and that's why I was prompted to like do an entirely new reading. And there might be luck in starting over this month, but I did just kind of want to acknowledge that. At the bottom is Tantric Journey, and I know we all see, tantric practices, and we're like, oh, butts and sex and stuff. This card has been making an appearance a lot lately, but really all like tantric practices really are talking about is being grounded in the five senses, a very Taurus thing to do. Being grounded in the five senses in order to establish greater presence, greater happiness, using our physical human form, right? Not dissociating ourselves from it, but using that physical human form as a way of experiencing transcendental kind of bliss, right? And so there's a lot of Zen philosophy practices that can be incorporated into Tantra. So some of you might really be finding something this month where you're getting very grounded in things going on in your life in a very present way and finding a lot of joy in that. This is a 42 that reduces to a 6, which is the number of interpersonal harmony, balance, relationships, reciprocity, and unconditional love. So, I don't want to make any assumptions. Some of you might be incorporating those kinds of premises, practices, themes into an important interpersonal relationship and experiencing a lot of happiness, whether it's in the bedroom or whether it's just, you're very, very present with this person. Maybe, you're doing Taurus shit. You're really being present while you cook together, while you you go sightseeing together, you paint together, you're doing something where you're very grounded in the time you spend together, and it's very, very healing. It's very fulfilling. So let's see what you got. Wow, healing, no shit, okay. Excuse me. All right, I'm fine, we're fine here. 29, that reduces to an 11, which reduces to a 2. So partnerships are a focus this month. Sorry, the straps from my little top here are like tickling my back and it's driving me nuts. I'm fine now, we're good. So the frequency of healing supports our intrinsic ability to restore our health and wholeness by consciously using the information that comes to us through our senses, and harmonizing everything accordingly. Okay, so for you guys this month, I really feel like finding ways to be grounded in your present moment, and enjoy that, whether that's in context of you and another person, or that's just like something that you are doing in your own life. That's going to be an incredibly healing practice. We have a lot of green here, so there's a lot of heart chakra energy. Again, this could be where Taurus is ruled by Venus, so there's a sense here where you could be doing this in a creative capacity. You could be like painting, you could be cooking, you could be singing, whatever it is, you're really engaging your physical body, your physical senses, in order to create a lot of healing. Some of you, whatever it is that you've detached from and you've let go of, for some of you, it's like now that energy, you have that to be able to devote to someone or something else. And so this is going to be a month where you do get to redirect that energy and almost kind of like show up as your full self, or show up more presently. I think it's not only healing in and of itself, but you might be surprised by how much that heals a connection, another area of your life. I'm being called to pull tarot about that. So what is this healing about? So I don't feel like this is a healing in what you were either preparing to let go of or what you have let go of, but it's because like that energy is now kind of freed up to redirect into something else. I think you'll be surprised by how much healing you can accomplish. The star healing, this could be with an Aquarius. This could be where you're putting a lot of energy and effort towards something that you really enjoy, like a creative passion or hobby. Wow, okay, the Hierophant, Taurus, yeah. Wow, okay, we have Justice with Libra. The Two of Wands in reverse. Oh, I like this. And the Hanged Man. Okay, Pisces energy showing up. So again, Pisces season, we are in it. Very significant time. 3 major arcana here. So what's happening with the healing is I think there's been a path that you were drawn to, right? The Two of Wands always shows the guy with the wand in his left hand. He's got a globe in his right hand. Sorry if you can hear my dog barking. And to his right on the wall, there's a wand that's bolted to the wall. And that represents the more established, explored path, right? Excuse me. So I think with the Two of Wands, I always think of it like you're instinctively drawn towards something. I think the guy on the Two of Wands, like if that were a moment in time and you could like almost press play on that moment and you told that guy like, okay, pick a wand, just go, just do it. I think it stands to reason he'd take the wand that's already in his hand, right? Which for me, in the left side of the body is associated with the divine feminine energy within us and our intuition. For me, that always tells me we are intuitively drawn towards something that we know we need to be doing or we really feel called to explore. And the Two of Wands is kind of just figuring out how, right? Figuring out like, maybe like convincing ourselves, pardon me, I got hair in my eyeballs, convincing ourselves, Spoopy, stop it. Spoopy, you're fine. She's fine. We had a car drive by and we live at the end of a dirt road. So when that happens, she's like, the hell? Everybody's already home. She's right. She's not wrong. But still, she could be right a little quieter sometimes. That would be kind of nice. But we love her. We love Spoopy. Like she's grown and she's like, don't tell me what to do. I wouldn't dream of it. So there's a sense here where with the Two of Wands, we're already drawn to something and we're kind of just figuring out how, convincing ourselves into it. I always say it's like toying with an idea. So there's something where I feel like there's another person, another path that you have felt intuitively drawn to. But again, this other situation was taking up a lot of time, energy, all this other stuff. I see that with the Hanged Man. There's a pause. You may have started moving toward this. So for example, maybe started moving toward pursuing a creative passion. And then there was a lot of like stuff going on with this other person, other interpersonal situation in your life. And so it's like, I got to put this on the back burner. There may have been some issues with a spouse or with a potential spouse. And so it's like, I can't really pursue this other thing because this needs my attention right now. There's something where you really wanted to commit to it. And it's kind of just like, I feel like I don't have the time, right? This could have been wanting to commit to a relationship, but then work asked a lot of you, or wanting to commit to starting a business, but you also have a family and there was some stuff going on that needed to be addressed. This is going to be a month where I feel things are finally moving forward. Now, for some of you, you are on the other end of this, right? So somebody that you started things with, there had to be a pause, and with the world pictured here, right? It's because there was a cycle that had to wrap up. So this might be with that other person where they had something they had to address and things have been kind of on hold for a while. Things are moving forward, right? Again, there is a sense of commitment to something. There is a sense of you might be finally getting a contract offer that you've been waiting on. This could be having more time to devote to your spiritual calling, your spiritual path. But because there has been the release of energy, it can now be redirected. And I do feel that is very healing, either within self or within a relationship with another person, right? So again, maybe either your distractions have now been resolved so you can spend more time with that person, or their distractions have been resolved so they can come toward you and spend more time with you. Sorry, I have stray hairs and they're driving me bonkers. I want to cut the deck. Yeah, the Eight of Swords, there's something here where it's like, again, I feel almost a sense of like, I think it will be like, there's the anticipation like, okay, if we come back together, okay, if I spend more time on this, I think this is going to be really enjoyable. But the amount to which it will be healing, I think, is even still unknown to you. Yeah, Four of Cups, because I feel like there's been this sense of, yeah, you might like have been dealing with somebody who was rejecting you, or you may have had to have something where it's like, because the Four of Cups in this deck, where'd it go? The cup is full here, right? And so there's a sense here of like not being able to offer your cup to something, or wanting to offer your cup to something or someone and not being able to. And I do see that here. And we even have the two cups up here where one is full and the other is spilled. So again, this represents the situation that was let go of. And either this is you offering your cup to something else, or this is you not being able to accept a cup that's coming in, not being able to give your cup, because there's been a lot of there's been a dynamic of like a lot going on. So I do see that being something where the energy is supporting healing. The energy is supporting reconnection. I'm hearing the word luck. Yeah, exactly. Heart chakra, play. This is someone or something you're very connected to. And we have 20 here, which makes me think of the Judgment card. If this is a person that you're spending more time with, you guys just love each other. You guys might have past life energy together. There's an element of telepathy with the dolphins. Like you just feel connected to this person. Clairaudience kind of coming through with the throat chakra and listening. You guys might, again, be like almost telepathic, be like hearing each other a lot. You could be hearing songs that remind you of this person, vice versa. You could spend some really beautiful qualitative time listening to each other. Some of you will be listening to music with this person, attending like concerts, things like that, and it's very, very healing. Some of you and this person will express yourselves to each other through music, and it will be able to say a lot of the things that you or this person might struggle to say out loud, might struggle to say in like the real world. It's a very strong bond here that's represented. The Earth Star Chakra with grounding. This is going to be a month where you get re-grounded and like rerouted in self, in your life, in what you want to build. This is card 4, so it always gives me like Emperor energy here. This is something about feeling very deeply connected back into your own life. And toward the trajectory you want to take. We have a lot of like deep root system that's kind of represented in this image. So there's something where, you know, after having let go of something, I feel like, again, it's like any severed roots are regrowing or growing stronger. Any existing roots are growing stronger to kind of like stabilize. So this is a really beautiful energy where it's just like you're able to kind of finally move forward, releasing the past in a major way. All right, I'll take both. Yeah, the Four of Cups. You're finally able to move past. Some of you may have been in the healing phase for a long time, and just feeling like you don't have really the extra bandwidth to take on more, to like really do more. So even though it's like, yeah, you know, I really like this person, but I can't really offer more. I really want to go for this job, but like my personal life is a mess right now. You know, I would love to be pursuing you know, this skill set, I'd love to be taking classes for this, but like right now I barely have anything left in the tank at the end of the day. I just don't got it. And so this is where you're going to be feeling a lot more grounded in yourself, and you're going to have that extra bandwidth to go do those things that are fulfilling to you, or be engaging with people who are good for you, who love you, and for who you love as well, for whom you love as well. You know what I'm trying to say. Wow, the devil. Yeah, this is, whatever this is, this has been a really challenging situation for you. I'm not picking this up super heavily, but for some, you might be finally kind of starting to see the fruits of your labor at work, and that kind of lets things ease up. Not seeing that as much, but I do want to throw it out there. Yeah, the Nine of Swords. Are you okay? The Page of Wands. All right. And the Star. Wow, what a night and day difference. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Aquarius, and Capricorn represented here. More major arcana. I feel like this is what you've been dealing with, right? This fear, this anxiety, possibly this fear of leaving somebody behind, this fear of detaching yourself. Some of you have had a fear from finally like telling this person, I'm all done, you know, giving your notice at that job. It's something that has worn you down. This person has worn you down. This situation has worn you down. But there's still a fear to leave it behind. Why was there a fear? I feel like there's a fear of retaliation or retribution. The Nine of Pentacles reversed. There may have been a fear to leave this behind for fear of a lack of financial stability. So if this is a shitty job, it's like it pays well, but my boss is like just destroying me emotionally. Like, I can't do this. Or like, you know, it pays well, but the stress, the pressure of the job is just like wrecking me as a person. the Ace of Pentacles reverse. Yeah, a lot of you are afraid by leaving this that you would have a lack of stability. We have that root system with grounding. So there could be this fear of like, either a lack of financial stability or your future plans would fall apart. Maybe it's like a fear of not being able to be independent. So it's like, I'll have to move back in with family, or I'll have to get a roommate. I'll have to do XYZ. Some of you feel responsible for presenting something. It's like, I need to be able to produce this much to be able to make, it's like if you live with, like if you have a roommate and you're like, I need to be able to make my portion of rent, and I'm not sure if I'll be able to if I, leave this job. If you like were in a bad relationship and you're like, but I live with this person, I'm financially tied to them, how am I gonna do this? Some of you were afraid to tell off a family member because it's like, well, I don't want to be like cut out of an inheritance or something like that. That's what was really at the core of this. And like paradoxically, as you have valued your worth more at an internal level and taken the steps to step back from this situation, there is actually a lot more stability that is going to be coming in. But this is what I think you've been worried about. And what ends up happening instead is a beautiful healing with the star. There is this fresh energy coming through. You're going to find that I think a lot of you didn't want to leave this before because it was already such a drain. And it's like, if I now have to worry about my financial situation on top of this, I won't be able to, that's too much for me. And almost paradoxically, by leaving this situation behind, you have more energy. There's more healing. There are fresh beginnings. And fresh beginnings that you're actually excited about that are taking place. What is this? Page of Wands and star together. Death. Yeah. This is it's because you're transforming and you're allowing your life to transform along with you. And I think it's actually going to be very reinvigorating. You could have somebody who's really supporting you in this process. The Knight of Wands reversed at the bottom. A lot of you guys have felt this passionlessness in whatever you have been doing. And so that return of passion is like, wow, I forgot how good it feels to invest in myself. I forgot how good it feels to invest in my creativity. I forgot how nice it is to be with people who actually like being around me, or who are like not totally dramatic and ridiculous, right? Who are high vibrational. That shit is awesome. It's kind of the vibe here. Yeah, strength. That's beautiful. Leo. The Emperor, Aries, those go together. Those go together real nice. And the Sun, okay, more Leo. Wow, and all major arcana too. This is a really pivotal shift for you. So if this is you spending time with more time with a person that you haven't really had time for, this is where you or this person have had to be patient for each other. While one or both of you kind of got a little more stable in your own life. We're talking about there's almost like Emperor energy with the grounding because it's card 4 and it's very much about stability. Bam. He comes out. He makes an appearance. I think you guys are going to be so happy to just be spending more time together. You might be outside a lot more, but just so happy to be spending time together. Again, we do have like, I'm laughing because like in general, and then also in my personal life in particular, like, so Leo and Aries are all signs that are trying from one another are kind of like soulmate potential. And then some of which, I think make potentially better matches than others. But Leo and Aries are one of those like soulmate pairings. And like in my own personal life, I'm a Leo. And I happen to be a magnet for Aries individuals in general. With one in particular that, yeah. But, yeah, so whenever I see that pairing comes up, I'm like, oh, they're soulmates. So whoever this person is for you, we saw that with the dolphin energy showing up. Whoever this person is for you, you're going to be spending more time with them either because, like I said, your plate has become less full or their plate has become less full. You may have had to wait for them and be very patient. There is so much happiness and joy that you will be experiencing together, particularly this month. It could be somebody's birthday. And so you are spending time with them or reconnecting with them. But there's a lot of happiness. Now, if this is kind of just you and your energy, by taking control of your happiness and making power moves that support your happiness, I feel like this is kind of the end of a period of time where you've had to really, the strength is about digging deep in finding our better qualities in the heart space, our compassion, our resiliency, our tenacity, our drive, our forgiveness, our belief, our optimism, right? Things like that. And having to do that in the face of our fears, in the face of outside circumstances that seem overwhelming and insurmountable. You have done that, which is why from that place, you are coming in very strong to take action to support your happiness. And this is manifesting itself this month with more energy, more optimism, more enthusiasm. And I feel more people that are going to be surrounding you in a very positive and healing capacity. So this is really, really beautiful. I don't know why I want to pull a message card. If you're spending time with somebody this month, whether they're coming back to you or you're going to them, I want to like pull like a message card from their higher self about like from them about how they feel about you, because it just feels like such a lovely, affectionate bond. I don't know what it is. It's just very sweet. Yeah, at the bottom is you reminded me how to feel. Thank you. So maybe this person's a little bit grumpy usually, or a little bit more stoic, and they just have a soft spot for you. This person has a lot of feelings for you. I send you, oh man, okay. I send signs to you so you'll know I'm thinking of you fondly. This person, again, there's a telepathic bond. So you and this person send each other signs frequently. They are always seeing signs of you. You always see signs of them, even if you're in each other's lives on a regular basis. But if you're not able to connect as deeply, you're still very much a part of them. You're still very present in their lives. Yep, your vibrant soul is so beautiful. Your energy is infectious. They love you. They love you. I feel like you add joy, you add color to their world. Pink is associated with the heart chakra. So again, you make them squishy mushy, which I really like. Okay, so I made a yes card and a no card in this deck. So think of if you have a question about this person, if you've been wondering something, we got one of those. So you can pause the video if you need to, okay? You ready? I have heard the question you've been asking. The answer is yes. A lot of pink here as well, so a lot of heart chakra energy. Again, a lot of squishy mushy. So yeah, that's what this person would want you to know. I think you're going to have some beautiful time with them over the next month, some reconnection, some just deeper connection, and it's going to feel very healing, very grounding. That is everything I've got for you for right now, my beautiful Taurus friends. I hope this has been helpful. Come back and let me know how your month pans out. I'd love to hear all about it. Yeah, so that's what I got. I look forward to reading for you in the future. It's been an honor, a joy, and a delight to spend time with you. Take care, be happy, be healthy, and be well.